Hi everyone, welcome to the All Signs reading for Earth signs, so Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Thank you for joining me today. If you're new to my channel, thank you for adding your energy. Please hit the like and subscribe so that you can add your energy to my collective. For those of you that are returning, thank you once again for being here. With this all signs, Spirit has called me to very particular decks and specific placements. And so I'm going to pull out all the cards and then we will see what messages Spirit has for you. Your sign will be time-stamped in the description box so that you can go ahead and navigate to that. So I will see you at your sign. Hi Taurus, thank you for joining me today. As mentioned in the intro, there's specific decks that Spirit has called me to and very specific placements. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. The first placement and card is the archetype, and this is going to be your catalyst card for your reading. So show me, Spirit, thank you so much for the messages that you have for Taurus today. Go ahead and show me the catalyst card for Taurus. I'm going to go through those one more time, make sure there's nothing else in there. Catalyst, oh, that's too many, Spirit. I feel like there's more in here. Catalyst for Taurus, that's too many, Spirit. Catalyst for Taurus. I'm feeling a anxious energy, so perhaps you've been feeling anxious, Taurus. There it is. Okay, there's multiple there. Yeah, I'm feeling like an anxiousness. Okay. Overarching energy for your reading. Spirit, show me overarching energy for Taurus. Overarching energy for Taurus. All right. And then we have the overarching message for you, Taurus. Overarching message for Taurus, Spirit. Okay. Just for curiosity, guide was the one that was flipped over. Guide. The lion on here, so Leo season. Okay, then the current challenge for Taurus. Current challenge for Taurus, Spirit. Show me the current challenge for Taurus. Feel like there's, oh, there is two there. Okay. And then we have tarot about the situation or the current challenge. Show me the current challenge, Spirit, in terms of the tarot for Taurus. Show me the situation for Taurus. And then we have supportive energy for you right now, Taurus. Show me the supportive energy for Taurus. Supportive energy for Taurus, Spirit. Supportive energy for Taurus. All right, thank you. And then we have what to do in the situation. So what to do in the situation. Show me what Taurus should do in the current situation, Spirit. And that was a lot that came out. On the bottom of the deck, individuality. I'm hearing here, be yourself. Be yourself. Okay. Well, that was a lot that came out about what to do. And then we have tarot for what to do. So show me more about what Taurus should do in the current situation or challenge, Spirit. All right. I feel like there was one more. Give me more on what Taurus should do in the current situation, Spirit. Anything else about what Taurus should do in the current situation? There it is. All right. Bottom of the deck, Page of Wands. I'm feeling and I'm hearing, looking to what's next. And that anxiety feeling, that an energy that I'm experiencing, perhaps there's some anxiety or nervousness about what is next. Okay. And then we have the potential outcome. So show me the potential outcome of this situation for Taurus, Spirit. Potential outcome for Taurus. Potential outcome for Taurus. Can you give me insight into the potential outcome for Taurus in this situation? Potential outcome for Taurus. I'm going to go through these one more, but I'm feeling called to a different deck. Yeah, no, it's not this deck for you. For some reason, I'm feeling called to this one. All right. Thank you for that nudge, Spirit. Show me the potential outcome for Taurus. I'm going to go through one more time. Potential outcome for Taurus. I feel like there's one more in there, Spirit. Potential outcome for Taurus. One just wanted to pop out. Potential outcome for Taurus. Can you give me that other one? I'm feeling like it's almost like your energy doesn't want to know the potential outcome. Okay. All right, thank you, Spirit. And then we have the potential outcome in terms of connection. So as human beings, we are built, we're created to want connection in our lives, connection with the self, connection with another, connection within our community. And so Spirit, show me connection for Taurus, or potential outcomes in terms of connection for Taurus. All right, thank you, Spirit. And then we have advice from Spirit. So Spirit, let's see the advice that you have for Taurus in this situation. Let's see the advice that you have for Taurus in this situation. Thank you. And then finally we have charms. So charms either connect to the reading itself, the message that Spirit has for you, or they could indicate whether this reading is for you. So we will see what charms Spirit has for you today. Spirit, show me charms for Taurus. Show me charms for Taurus. Charms for Taurus, things to be thinking about throughout the reading. Alrighty. All right, thank you, Spirit. Okay, Taurus, we're going to get into your messages. So for your catalysts, we have, let's see, the Vessel, the Bardo, and the Queen. Interesting. I'm going to just hold these up for you so you can get an image. So I do think these three are connected because they came up face up. So the Vessel, with this one, I'm seeing like vulnerability, almost like a fear of being seen. Oh, and If you remember that individuality card, what did I say about that? I think it was like, be who you are. So there's a vulnerability here, and almost like a fear of being seen, a fear of being in the light. And then the Bardo card, I'm seeing like, I don't know the correct word, but almost like a haze that surrounds you. And there's skulls like all the way around. So like skulls represent like, I'm hearing like memories of the past. I'm hearing pains of the past, the things that haunt you. And it's surrounding your energy. And then the Queen, I feel like Spirit is calling you to, like, out of the depths of the dirt or of the darkness can breed new life and energy, similar to the lotus flower that is at the bottom of this card. On the top of the card, there's a hand with a serpent wrapped up in it. And so serpents can be, you know, almost like venomous, but they can also represent transformation. So I'm feeling like here the call is for you to turn this darkness that surrounds you, this haunting of experiences and past experiences that surround you, turn it into light. Allow it to transform in order to have like new growth. And that's going to require you to be vulnerable and to be seen and to step into the light, rather than remaining in this hazy space, and this space that is like in the dark. And then let's see your final card, the Cave. Yeah, so in the cave, there is a lot of darkness that surrounds one. You see in this card, it's almost like a calling to reach for the light, to reach for assistance. There's two hands represented here. And so it's seeing, like the ability to see even in the darkness. And so like hidden in the darkness is two eyes on this card. So even in this dark space, where your energy is surrounded by the things that have haunted you, the things that have kept you like surrounded in, I'm hearing in the hidden, there is the ability to see, and there is the ability to come to the light. Very interesting. And then overarching energy for your reading is focus. And so in this card, what's very interesting, so we often think of focus as a mental energy, but in this card, it's represented both as mental. So I'm seeing like Ace of Swords here, and then it also illuminates like in the heart. So I feel like the overarching energy is to pay attention to what's in your heart as well as your head. So the knowledge that you have, let it, I'm hearing, transmute into your emotional self. And then overarching message for your reading is source and loss. And loss is in the reverse. And so it actually is like this. And source is overcoming the loss. And I feel like here Spirit is saying, or calling you to Lean on source, lean on the divine, lean on whatever it is that you may believe in spiritually to overcome the loss that has kept you in this space of darkness, in this space of non-vulnerability, in this space of being hidden and not wanting to be seen, not wanting to be in the light. I feel like Spirit is saying the loss has occurred, and almost like I'm hearing it's okay to let it go. It's okay to let it go. Yeah, and then the current challenge is the Path card, which represents stability. It represents abundance. There's 3 trees here that are like in full abundance. They're fully developed and it's covered in light. It's surrounded in light. And so the challenge for you, Taurus, perhaps has been that like determining the path of light or being able to go towards the path that is in the light. There's like stark contrast here. Oh, and then there's another one underneath it. Yeah, and then ascension is in the reverse. And so I feel like Spirit is saying your ascension process, your cycle, ending one cycle so that a new one can begin, it's almost like you're blocking it. And if you actually choose to ascend and make this in the upright, then you're able to achieve the abundance that you want for yourself, the stability that you want for yourself. But currently, you're here. You're not ascending. You're not leaving one cycle in order for a new one to begin. And I'm seeing too, it's like this abundance of the trees that is in the Path card, it's like circled, it's contained, just like the Bardo card. Look at the imagery on these. It's like you're stuck in holding on to what once was, holding on to loss, fears, the things that have haunted you. And Spirit is calling you, if you want the abundance in your life and the stability that you desire, you have to close out this cycle. You have to be vulnerable enough to step into the light and be seen. And then, so tarot about the challenge, so about this stuckness, I'm gonna call it. We have Knight of Pentacles and Two of Pentacles. So building the life that you desire, Two of Pentacles, how do I do that? How do I balance where I've come from into where I want to go? So that's the current challenge. How do I balance where I've come from into where I want to go? How do I leave those things behind in order to move into this new direction of where I would like to go? And you're showing me here, like, I don't know how to do that. I don't know how to do that. Okay, supportive energies for you right now. Despair and challenges. So despair, I need your divine intercession right now, oh great Spirit. Lift this darkness from my soul. Free me from this burden. Open me to your highest plan. May I be a peaceful vessel for your love. So really leaning on divine, or whatever you believe in spiritually, to remove this darkness from you. And then challenges, unbearable situations throw you directly into God's arms. If you are open, please take over, divine, and guide the right actions. Please take this burden and show me your will. Yeah, so there's such a beautiful stark contrast in your reading, Taurus, between the darkness and the light. And I feel like Spirit is saying here, rely on them, and rely on their will. And you have to trust, and you have to be open, and you have to be willing to step into the light. You have to be willing, like Knight of Pentacles, to move slowly towards this new direction for yourself. Okay, thank you, Spirit. And then we have, let's see, that's the supportive energy. So what to do in this situation. So humility, allow me, divine, to always accept the right assistance. Yeah, being open. I welcome your help in every way and delight in receiving it. Here I'm hearing, it's okay not to know everything. And in that is the vulnerability piece that Spirit is calling you to have that humility to say, I don't know. I don't know what to do. And then be open to receiving. Every day it becomes easier to receive the highest divine plan and to trust my inner guidance. So being open to receiving maybe the answers that you've been looking for. Perhaps they've been there and you haven't been seeing them. Spirit saying, be open to receiving that divine plan and that divine wisdom. And then awakening, yeah, so that Ascension card that was in the reverse, Spirit is saying, wake me from life as a spiritual sheep. May I hear you through my own instincts and common sense. So here, yeah, the focus, remember I mentioned, normally we think of focus as a mental process, but in this card, it's also represented as heart, as emotional sense. And Spirit is saying, may I hear you. So be open to hearing in terms of your instincts and your common sense. So your heart and the things that you feel, and common sense, the logic. And then extraordinary. There's a wild and impetuous uniqueness to you that deserves to be honored. Yeah, that individuality that came up. And then the final card, food. So this card really speaks to the things that fuel you. I infuse food or your life with love and gratitude. Visualizing the nutrients I am consuming and the love that went into growing and preparing this food. So visualizing the things that fuel you, that nurture the direction that you would like to go for yourself. And then as far as the tarot and what to do, the one card that is face up is the Magician, so manifestation. So manifesting, the Devil, Four of Wands, Knight of Swords. Whoa. So manifesting, overcoming the devil. So the devil can be fears, it can be attachments, it can be codependency, it can be addictions. In this reading, I'm seeing it as the fears and attachments to those fears, to past experiences that are keeping you held back from Four of Wands, stability in relationships, and despite your knowledge that you have about that relationship. So Four of Wands is relationship as defined by two people. It could be a friendship. It could be a family relationship. It could be a soul bond relationship. Take this however it resonates for you. But the devil is attached on one side of this relationship. So fears, insecurities surrounding this relationship. And then Knight of Swords, sharp knowledge that needs to be acted upon in terms of this relationship, and yet it's in the reverse. So what this is showing to me is you are manifesting insight about this relationship, but that Two of Pentacles here, you're showing, I don't know if I can balance this. I don't know what to do in this situation. You have sharp insight about what this relationship means to you and what it, like the truth of it. And you're not acting upon that truth. You're not taking action, momentum forward for that truth. And largely it's due to the devil, insecurities and fears. And we saw, throughout your reading so far, there is like this haze that surrounds you. It's that fear of the things and like remaining in this darkness. The Spirit's saying manifest getting over that and taking action towards the thing that you know to be true. Don't listen to the fears. Ask him, ask them for their divine plan. Interesting. Okay. And then the potential outcome. Soulmates. And soulmates is in the reverse. Soul connection, partnership, soul contract, life partner. And so perhaps you're blocking this idea that this is a soulmate. And then the other card is backstabbing. So heartbreak and pain, separation and loss, deception and lies, a shocking attack. And so perhaps you've felt like heartbroken over this situation. But I feel like what Spirit is showing you is that you are remaining in the negative. You're remaining in the darkness on this rather than stepping towards the light. And Spirit is calling you ascend higher, step into the light. Have focus, but focus that is your emotional self as well as your mental. So the instinct and the common sense. Okay, let's see you in terms of connection. Okay. So both of these are pay attention to red flags. So know the warning signs of what an unhealthy connection looks like. And forgive and release. You are stronger when you carry love and forgiveness rather than anger. So yeah, forgive and release. So remaining in this darkness and this stuck energy that is not lending to your strength. Spirit is saying here, you're stronger when you carry love and forgiveness rather than the anger. So overcoming that devil. Okay, and then Spirit's advice for you. Self-awareness is key. Take time today to go within and spend time with your soul. Go for a walk in nature and ground yourself. Meditate. Listen to your favorite music. Whatever you enjoy most, do that today. So Spirit is really calling you to go into yourself, into your soul, into the essence. I'm seeing the heart here, just like that focus card. And then it is time to stop letting worry rule you. Instead, get excited about your future and all it will bring. What energy and emotion you put out comes back to you with a little conscious effort on your part. That happy ending can and will be yours. Believe that. Yeah, so I think the advice here is if you remain in the darkness and the haze and being haunted by past experiences, losses, feelings of betrayal, anything that has haunted you on your life path, if you remain surrounded in that, that is what you are going to breed more of. Spirit here is calling you to put conscious effort into understanding what energy and emotion you put out comes back to you. With conscious effort, that happy ending can and will be yours, and to believe that. Excellent. And then the charms that we have for you. So the anchor can represent stability, which doesn't surprise me with Taurus, but it also can represent that stuck energy. And so, yeah, the anchor. And then we have the elephant. So I'm seeing this in two different ways. I'm seeing slow movement, which the Knight of Pentacles is. It's the slowest moving knight. I'm also seeing or sensing like walking away here. The frog, which calls us to use our intuition. A bow for feminine energy. The hand, which has a medallion in the center of it. So for this, I'm also hearing intuition. Also, perhaps extending your hand, I'm hearing. What else on this, Spirit? I'm hearing the answers are within you. The truth is already there. And then we have the heart with the word love in the center. And then we have the big masculine glasses. So being able to see clearly is what I'm hearing. Taurus, I'm sorry for all the background noise during your reading. People here are waking up, so I apologize for that. But overall, I believe that Spirit is just letting you know that you can remain in this energy that is surrounded by fear and hauntings of the past, hauntings of life experiences, or you can ascend and step into abundance. Step into that stability, Four of Wands, with this connection. So they're saying rely on them, focus on your intuition and your common sense, lean into being vulnerable and being seen and stepping into the light. I hope this helped you. Please leave it in the comments if this resonated with you at all. I hope you have a wonderful week. Take care. Hi Virgo, welcome to Step Into Yourself Tarot. Thank you for joining me for your all signs reading. So as I mentioned in the intro, Spirit has called me to very particular decks with particular placements. So I'm going to go ahead and get into your reading. The first placement is the archetypes, and this is your catalyst card for your reading. So Spirit, show me Virgo. What messages do you have for Virgo today? Hope you're doing well, Virgo. Hope you're having a wonderful weekend. Happy Sunday. Show me the catalyst for Virgo. Show me the catalyst for Virgo. Show me the catalyst for Virgo, Spirit. Thank you in advance for your messages for Virgo. I feel like there's one more, Spirit. Show me the catalyst for Virgo. Yep, there was. Okay. Thank you, Spirit. And then we have the overarching energy for you. Virgo, I'm feeling almost like a blocked throat chakra. So perhaps you've not been speaking something that you've wanted to speak. My mouth is feeling really dry and almost like stuck. Like a need to clear my throat, a need to speak, but feeling like the tickling in my throat. Not sure what that's about. Okay, Spirit. Overarching energy for Virgo. Overarching energy for Virgo today. Overarching energy for Virgo. Overarching energy for Virgo. There was something that flipped. All right. And then overarching message for Virgo, Spirit. Overarching message for Virgo. Overarching message for Virgo. Overarching message for Virgo. Okay. I'm also being called to this other deck, which happened with Taurus. So I'm going to honor the nudges that I get from Spirit. So overarching message, anything additional for Virgo, Spirit. Overarching message for Virgo. Oh, there's multiple. Okay. All right. Thank you for that, Spirit. Thank you for that prompting. So sometimes I'm feeling the need to say this. Sometimes what we think is true. What we think, like I knew that Spirit was calling me to these decks, but I had to be intuitive to understand and hear when Spirit said there's something else in there and you need to pull from it. And so I don't know how this is going to play into your reading, but perhaps what you think you see, there's more to it, and you need to listen to the nudge from Spirit. Interesting. Okay. Challenge, current challenge for Virgo, Spirit. Thank you so much, Spirit, for these messages for Virgo. Current challenge for Virgo. Current challenge for Virgo. Show me the current challenge for Virgo, Spirit. Current challenge for Virgo, Spirit. Current challenge for Virgo. Feel like there's one more. Current challenge for Virgo. Oh, there's two more. And then on the bottom, strength. So perhaps having strength in this situation. It's also interesting, the deer. And like above it is the moon, and it's like almost like not bleeding. It's like coming down, the moon. And so the moon energy is things that we haven't wanted to face, things that perhaps have been hidden from us, things that have we've not wanted to see. And the deer sees clearly. And so I feel like here there's a call to be strong, see clearly, even the things that maybe you haven't wanted to see. Interesting. Okay. So that's in the challenge position. So perhaps that's been a challenge for you, seeing things clearly, facing things, bringing things into the known. Interesting. Okay, and then so tarot about the situation. All right, so show me the current challenge for Virgo in terms of the tarot, Spirit. Show me the current challenge for Virgo in terms of the tarot. Current challenge for Virgo. I feel like there's someone wanting to come out here. Anything more about the current challenge for Virgo, Spirit? I think it is. Anything more about the current challenge for Virgo? Something else flipped. Let me see. I felt it. Let me go through one more because I felt like something else had flipped. Current challenge for Virgo. There it is. Okay. Whoa, that's a lot. All right, so apparently there's a lot Spirit has to say about the current challenge. All right, so I'm gonna put these kind of in the order that at which they came out. Okay, and then the supportive energy for you, Virgo. All right, Spirit, show me the supportive energy for Virgo right now in this situation. Show me the supportive energy for Virgo in this situation. Supportive energy for Virgo in this situation or in this challenge. Supportive energy for Virgo. Thank you so much, Spirit. Supportive energy for Virgo. Anything? I know you're being supported right now. Show me the supportive energy for Virgo. There they are. All right. Bottom of the deck, and I'm just feeling called to read this. Allow me to know it's okay to make mistakes. Let me always take care of the inner child so he or she feels loved no matter what. So perhaps you've been feeling pretty hard on yourself about mistakes that you have made. And Spirit is saying, take care of your inner child and know that you are loved no matter what. So perhaps you have an inner child wound about making mistakes and feeling like being really, really hard on yourself, like when you do make mistakes. So perhaps that's something to look at. Okay. And then we have what to do in this situation. All right, Spirit, show me what Virgo should do in this situation. What should Virgo do in this situation? Show me what Virgo should do in this situation. Right action. A paragrapha literally means let everything that wants to go, go, and everything that wants to come, come. So something about taking right action. I do feel like there's one more in here about what you should do in this situation, Virgo. Spirit, show me what else Virgo should do in this situation. Anything else that Virgo should do in this situation? Something flipped right there. All right, thank you, Spirit. Oh, there is another one right there. All right, thank you, Spirit. And then tarot about what to do. All right, show me with the tarot, Spirit, what Virgo should do in this situation. What should Virgo do in this situation? What should Virgo do in this situation? Something flipped here. That's too many that flipped, Spirit. I'm going to go through one more time. What should Virgo do in this situation? There it is. All right. Page of Cups, an offering of the heart, and then Page of Pentacles, pulling something in. Interesting. And then the Lovers. So pages are like messengers. Page of Cups, like an offering of your heart space, an offering. Page of Pentacles of pulling something together the Lovers, a soul bond connection. The Lovers is our greatest joy and sense of fulfillment with another in this life, but it also can be our greatest challenge. Very interesting. Okay, so, oof. All right, I'll be interested to get into this with your tarot. Okay, and then we have potential outcome for this situation. Potential outcome. Show me potential outcome for Virgo, Spirit. Potential outcome for Virgo. Potential outcome for Virgo. I'm going to go through one more time, make sure there's another one. Potential outcome for Virgo. Oh, all right. Oh, there was 2 there. And then potential outcome in terms of connection. So as human beings, we are created to be in connection. Connection with ourselves, connection with another, connection with community. So show me potential outcomes in terms of connection for Virgo. All right. One more time. Potential outcomes in terms of connection for Virgo. All right. That was it. All right. And then advice from Spirit. So Spirit, what advice do you have for Virgo in this situation? What advice do you have for Virgo in this situation? Any more advice for Virgo in this situation, Spirit? Any more advice for Virgo in this situation? Any more advice for Virgo? All right. And then last item is charms. So charms can either connect to the message that Spirit has for you. It can also just let you know whether this reading is for you. So let's see, charms for Virgo, Spirit. Charms for Virgo. All right. Let's get charms for Virgo, Spirit. The messages that you have for Virgo. Now, whoa, that's a lot. All right. All right, so we're going to go ahead and get into your messages. All right, so for your catalyst cards, we have Alethea and the Empty Room. Okay, so I'm going to hold them up so you can see Alethea and the Empty Room. Okay, so the Alethea card really speaks to like the contrast between black and white, the contrast between like seeing things very like this or this, and there not being like any middle ground. And you can see in this card that in the center, in between the black and white, there's actually the pearls, the stones, the jewels. And so Spirit is saying in that middle ground, in that gray ground, is like the jewel, the thing that you should be aiming for. I'm also being drawn to, on the white side is the black rose, and on the black side is the white rose. And it's almost like a choice, like, which do you want to be? Do you want to be the black rose? Do you want to be the white rose? What's interesting is the black rose is in the light, where the white rose is in the dark. But really, Spirit is calling you to that middle ground is where you should aim to be. So perhaps you've had very black and white thinking in this situation, and Spirit is calling you to kind of see not see things in such extremes, but look at them in the center. What's in the center? Because that's where the jewels are. That's where I'm hearing truth is. Interesting. And then the empty room. So the empty room, it looks like there's nothing there. But actually in the empty room, there's a lot of hidden jewels, hidden diamonds. So there's, oh, and then we had that strength card that had the deer, where I said the moon was like disappearing, it was dissipating, and the moon represents those things that are hidden from us that we can't see, perhaps that we're not wanting to face. And this card speaks to seeing beyond the empty room and actually seeing what is there that you perhaps haven't been seeing. And in this card, there are elements of light, there are jewels, there are diamonds. So Spirit is calling you to, even in a space where everything looks bleak and it looks like it's empty, open up your eyes and see the things that actually exist. See those jewels, those diamonds that exist, and those elements of light. Interesting. Okay. So overarching energy, expansion, it is in the reverse. So I feel like Spirit here is calling you to step into expanding. Expanding what, Spirit? Well, in this image, the individual, there's like a emphasis on the chakras being in alignment. Oh, and I spoke to my throat chakra, not like it feeling blocked, like the ability to speak, the ability to communicate. Also, the star is represented here, and there's an emphasis on the center of the star. So the star is our deepest desire. Like in the tarot, the star card is our deepest desire. It's our vision that we have for our life and our path forward. And so I feel like Spirit is calling you here to expand in order to achieve that star for yourself. But it's going to require an expansion. Interesting. Okay, and then overarching message for your reading. So we have, I'm going to first read the card that is face up, which was blocked by these sunglasses. So watching, looking, perception, stalking. And so I think this is speaking to the ability to see clearly, like that strength card. And then over, like on top of that is date. So get back out there, meeting someone new, setting a date, and then picture, looking at pictures, missing you, nostalgia, make new memories. Interesting. So get back out there, set a date, miss you, nostalgia, make new memories. Yeah, and I saw that Lovers card for you. So perhaps there's something about communication and seeing things clearly here. And then physical pain. So I'm seeing 3 of Swords here. And so it's like the 3 of Swords we often think of as heartbreak. But it is sword energy, it's mental energy. So it's fear of heartbreak, it's fear of rejection. It's fear of betrayal. Doesn't necessarily mean that those things have happened, but it's like the fear of that. And in this particular card, there is like the sword is like piercing the heart, and the heart is wrapped up in like thorns. And so I think it is speaking to pain in the heart, for sure. But what's interesting is the stars that surround it. So with all of these in its totality, I'm feeling like there has definitely been some pain here for you, Virgo. I'm feeling like here there's like thinking about the past. Spirit is calling you to step forward, date, which really it could just mean like just putting yourself out there, right? And then sunglasses, so perception, so seeing clearly. Sometimes pain makes that to be difficult. We'll see what your challenge is. So in your challenge cards, we have greed at the bottom. There's also a moon imagery here. So perhaps greed has played into this situation in some way. Greed could also speak to ego. So if somebody has a lot of greed, maybe it may connect to the ego. And then we also have remembrance and grief. Yeah. So with the remembrance card, there's a tree there. It's very barren. It calls for nurture. It calls for being watered, being cared for, being tended to. And then the grief card. So there's the skeleton head, the skeleton face. And so here I feel like greed or ego might be involved in this situation. There is grief, which was shown in the overarching message. But Spirit is calling you to remember what needs to be nurtured, what needs to be cared for. The tree is still there. Oh, that speaks to that empty room. You may not see it, I'm hearing, but the tree is still there, and it's beckoning you to nurture and care. Perhaps this is still underneath your moon. Interesting. Okay. And so then tarot about the challenge. Oh, we have a lot. Okay, so I'm going to take the first three that are face up. There's the Lovers in the reverse, King of Cups. So somebody's full heart space for this. King of Pentacles is not in, that's the only one that's not in the reverse. So I'm the king of my reality. The King of Pentacles can be greedy, can be very much like wrapped up in, this is what I know to be true for my reality. This is what I'm going to stand firm in. I have built my kingdom, can be very, very greedy. And then underneath that, however, is the Lover's King of Cups. King of Cups is a much more nurturing energy. And it is, I know like where my heart and my emotions point towards. I know exactly who I give my cup to. And then the Lovers, that soul bond connection. These are both in the reverse. So I think here the challenge has been having a full heart space for this soul bond connection, but perhaps greed and ego getting in the way of this connection. Let's see what else about this situation. Okay, Knight of Swords, King of Wands. Yeah. So somebody in this connection, either you, Virgo, or the person that you are thinking about in this reading, they have sharp insight about this connection. It's the kind of insight that needs to be acted upon. And then there's King of Wands, like sharp insight and energy and passion. So somebody in this connection wants to take action. They want to put their energy and passion. They know where their passion flows. And they want to take action. And then let's see what was on top of that. Eight of Swords, feeling stuck, feeling restricted, feeling blind. Oh, the moon. There's that moon. Hanged Man, needing new perspective. Yeah, perspective, that empty room, and the Aletheia. So very black and white thinking, not seeing clearly. And on the Eight of Swords, they have a blindfold on. So somebody in this connection has been blind, has been restricting themselves. New perspective is needed in order to have Six of Cups. So Six of Cups is reciprocity, an equal giving and taking, giving and receiving. It is very nurturing. It is equal. It is cooperation. So new perspective is needed regarding the things that we've been blind to, these feelings of restriction. So new perspective is needed in order to have reciprocity and an equal give and take in this situation. Very interesting. Okay, and then the supportive energy for you, Virgo. We have challenges, so unbearable situations throw you directly into God's arms if you are open. Please take over, divine, and guide the right actions. Please take this burden and show me your will. So I feel like in this, Spirit is calling you, like, in these challenges, lean on me, and then listen to them. Listen to those promptings, and trust that they're going to lead you to the right actions. And then we have, interestingly, striving is in the reverse, and we have challenges on one side and despair that are in the upright. So I feel like right now the challenges and the despair are keeping someone in this connection very restricted. It's your reading, Virgo, so I'm gonna believe that it's you. So challenges and despair might be holding you back. I need your divine intercession right now. Oh, great Spirit, lift this darkness from my soul. Free me from this burden. Open me to your highest plan. May I be a peaceful vessel for your love. Yeah, that grief card. Lift me. Lift this grief from me. And Spirit is saying, remember the tree is still there. It just needs to be nurtured. It needs to be watered. Six of Cups, reciprocity, memories of the past. Okay, and then the one that's in the reverse here, which is like, the reverse can be a symbol of like the opposite, or it can be blocked energy. So striving, eventually the individual ego's drive to quote unquote make things happen falls away, replaced with a relaxed, trusting openness to answers as they arise. Thank you, Divine, for letting me move with the flow. Yeah, so I feel like here Spirit is saying, you don't have to, like, you may have your plan, but Spirit is challenging you to be open to receiving insight and wisdom from them about the divine plan, and to move with the flow. Yeah. So like challenges and despair, grief, greed, those things are going to keep you in that darkness space of the aletheia. But remember, Spirit called you to have clear vision, clear sight, to expand. All right. And then what you should do in the situation. So recharge. I invite magic into my life always. Every day I grow my connection to this earth. If I am ever feeling low, I simply step outside and appreciate the natural miracles in this life. Being in nature lifts my spirits and recharges my energy. So definitely recharge yourself. And then we have water my dreams. Yeah, like that tree. All I desire is on its way to me, but like a seed, my dreams too must be watered. My belief and determination is what makes them grow. I will be patient throughout this journey. It is all unfolding at the perfect time. Yeah, so nurture the things that you desire for your life. You have to water them and nurture them. And then set your intentions. Today is a fresh start. No matter how my day was yesterday, I can make today whatever I want it to be. And then basically Spirit is calling you to make your intentions known. Write them down, make them real, like set your intentions. What are the things that you desire for yourself? And then hold lightly. I take the things and people that come into my life lightly, not holding on too tight, so when it comes time for them to go, they may go smoothly. This does not mean I love any less, but that I am open to change. So perhaps you've been holding on to something a little too tightly, and Spirit is encouraging you to release the grip. Okay, and then the tarot about what to do in the situation. High Priestess, listen to your intuition. Nine of Pentacles. So both of these are in the reverse. So High Priestess is your intuition. Nine of Pentacles is independence. It's feeling secure and being independent. They're both in the reverse. So perhaps this hasn't been happening for you. Perhaps you haven't been listening to yourself. Perhaps you haven't been being independent or thinking on your own, bringing things into your own reality with the Pentacle energy here. What is right for you? Perhaps you haven't been listening to yourself. And then we have the Tower. So the Tower is very much illusions that need to come down. So we saw a lot of moon energy in your reading. So things that have been hidden, things that you haven't wanted to face, things that perhaps you have placed under your moon, like I'm not gonna look at it. All of that is coming down in the Tower. The Tower is always meant for our highest good, but it can be very uncomfortable because it makes us face the reality. The Tower, it tears down illusions so that truth can be revealed. And so over the Tower, you have the Hermit and Two of Pentacles. So the Hermit, that is you, Virgo. That's your power card. Deep inner reflection. And Two of Pentacles. So I see after this Tower, you're going to go into a space of the Hermit to try to understand. whatever those truths are that revealed in that tower, those truths that have been hidden under your moon, you're going to go into hermit zone and really try to regain some understanding of this truth. And what do I do with it? Two of Pentacles. What do I do with this truth that is revealed through the tower? And then we have Judgment and the Magician. So the Magician is manifestation, and I feel like this is like the potential outcome. If you listen to yourself, if you understand the truth that is being revealed to you, you are going to make a judgment call regarding what you are bringing into your life. So I see here Two of Pentacles, you're not knowing what to do with this truth. Here you're making a judgment call. You're making a decision on what to manifest for yourself in your life. Manifestation is also intuitive energy, like your High Priestess. So I see you making a judgment call for yourself. All right, and then potential outcome. Expect powerful change. New moon eclipse, and it's time to release the negativity. Full moon in Scorpio. Expect powerful change, and it's time to release the negativity. Yeah, release that grief. Release the not looking at things, keeping them hidden under your moon. That's all coming down in that tower. And then in terms of connection, leave your fears behind. They're stopping this relationship from blossoming. Yeah, and we've seen that here. Spirit's calling you to remember. But in order to do that, you have to let go of the greed or ego and the grief. You have to be willing to expand, to see the things in the empty room that you may not be seeing, to listen to yourself like the High Priestess. Leave your fears behind. And let's get the advice from Spirit. So be clear about where you are putting your focus right now. Yeah, the intentions. Focus on your desired outcome. You have everything within to create the life of your dreams. Stop doubting yourself. This is your time. We've got you. Okay, so perhaps you've been doubting yourself. It's time to hit the reset button. Yeah, recharge. Clear out the old so that room is available for the new to enter. Trust that better things are coming fast. Prepare to move to the next phase of your life. This is your rebirth. Yeah, that expansion that Spirit's calling you to. Welcome this brand new, beautiful energy. You've got this. Yeah, so this is a rebirthing process. So in death or in endings, there's the option of remaining in the grief and allowing things to die and remain dead. So the Death card in tarot, it can just be an ending that ends and it's closed. It also can be rebirth, so transformative. So all these things need to die in order for a new cycle to begin and a new transformative energy and situation to be birthed. And so Spirit here is saying you are in a rebirth process. So some things may have to end or be stripped down. The illusions need to be pulled down in order for truth to be revealed and manifested for yourself. And Spirit is saying you've got this. This is your rebirth. Welcome this beautiful brand new energy. You've got this. That's beautiful, Virgo. All right, so let's get into your charms. So we have the mask. So perhaps, you know, the things that are hidden, the things that are not being revealed. We have the guitar. So perhaps music is important to some of you. We have many crosses, so commitment here. Wow, you have a lot of crosses. So perhaps you have many commitments in your life. Let's see, there's 4, 5 crosses. That's a lot. We have the hand with like an emblem in the center of the hand. So what you need is within you. You just have to grasp onto it. You have to be willing to grasp onto what you know to be true. We have the big masculine glasses. We have the lotus flower. So the lotus flower it's nurtured in the dirt. And so I think this is speaking to that tree on the remembrance card. It may seem barren, it may seem dirty, it may seem like it perhaps doesn't even exist, but if nurtured, just like the lotus flower, it blooms and it grows and it becomes abundant. We have the key. So perhaps, you know, with that hand, you hold the key to the situation. We have the weight. So releasing that weight, letting go of the weight that has been holding you back, perhaps. We have the anchor. So the anchor can represent stuckness. It also can represent stability. And so I feel like here, Spirit is calling you to release the weight, release the things that are holding you down and holding you back, like that 8 of Swords. We have the butterfly, which represents transformation, so that rebirthing process. We have another mask here. We have a heart, a black heart. Interesting. Black heart. We have another heart. So I'm seeing that as the 2 hearts of the lovers. We have the letter X and we have the letter V. All right. This is beautiful, Virgo. If any of this resonated with you, I would love to hear it in the comments. I hope that this helped you. Take care. Hi Capricorn, welcome to your all signs reading. As mentioned in the intro, I have specific decks that Spirit has called me to and specific placements. So we're going to go ahead and get started. The first placement is your Catalyst card, and I'm using the Archetype deck for this. Spirit, thank you so much for the messages that you have for Capricorn. Show me the catalyst for Capricorn. What is the catalyst for Capricorn? Let's go through one more. Anything else for the catalyst for Capricorn? Alrighty. Thank you so much, Spirit. All right. And the next placement is the overarching energy for your reading. So show me the overarching energy for Capricorn, Spirit. Overarching energy for this reading for Capricorn. Overarching energy for Capricorn. Hope you're having a wonderful weekend. Overarching energy for Capricorn. All right, so you flipped over. All right, thank you, Spirit. And then overarching message for your reading. So overarching message for Capricorn, Spirit. Overarching message for Capricorn. Overarching message for Capricorn. Thank you. And then we have the current challenge for Capricorn. Show me the current challenge for Capricorn. Current challenge for Capricorn. All right, thank you, Spirit. And then tarot about the challenge. All right. Can I get a couple tarots about the challenge, Spirit, for Capricorn? There's one. Anything else about the challenge for Capricorn? There's another. All right, thank you for that, Spirit. And then supportive energy for Capricorn. So supportive energy for Capricorn in this situation. Supportive energy for Capricorn in this situation. Thank you, Spirit. And then what should Capricorn do in this situation, Spirit? What should Capricorn do in this situation? What should Capricorn do in this situation? Show me what Capricorn should do in this situation. All right, thank you. Thank you. And then tarot about what to do in this situation. Can I get a couple tarots on what to do, what Capricorn should do in this situation? Thank you. All right, thank you. Bottom of the deck, the Hermit. So perhaps digging within, going into a quiet space within yourself to gain insight. We will see. Whoa, that's a lot of tarot that came out. Okay, and then potential outcome in this situation. Spirit, show me the potential outcome for Capricorn in this situation. Potential outcome for Capricorn in this situation. Thank you. All right, thank you, Spirit. And then the next one is potential outcome in terms of connection. So as human beings, we are created to be in connection with ourselves, in connection with others, in connection with a community. So let's see Capricorn in terms of connection, Spirit. Thank you. All right, thank you. And then advice from Spirit. So Spirit, what advice do you have for Capricorn in this situation? What advice do you have for Capricorn in this situation? What advice for Capricorn do you have in this situation? All right, thank you. And then final thing is charms, Capricorn. So charms can connect to the message in some way. It also can just let you know whether this is for you, this message. So let's get some charms for Capricorn, Spirit. Can I get some charms for Capricorn? What messages do you have in the charms for Capricorn? All right, thank you. All righty. All right, so let's get into your reading, Capricorn. So your catalysts, we have the underworld and the storm. So both of these speak to, and I'm gonna focus on those first because they came out in the upright. Both of these speak to darkness. They both speak to turbulent times, perhaps death. Could be literal death or just the ending of something. But the message of both is that you have to go in order to come out. And so I'm going to hold these up for you. They both are scary. They both are uncomfortable. But through the storm and the underworld, insight is gained. And we saw that Hermit card for you. And then over the top of these is the Father. So with the Father, it's masculine energy. It also can speak to when masculine energy is in the dark, or when it's in its light. Like in the, how do I explain this? So all energies have pros and cons. So masculine energy in the pro is very protective. It's very, like nurturing in a masculine way. In its con, it might be demanding. It might be very like black and white thinking. It may not be very flexible. So I feel like Spirit here is calling you to understand that in these dark times, there is insight to be gained, and to not be like in a stuck energy, or in a very fixed mindset. Okay, overarching energy, soul writing and soul mating. Interesting. Soul writing and soul mating. So I see definitely an emphasis on the heart here, specifically the heart that pours knowledge into the soul. And then what do you make of that? So in the soul writing card, there's like the heart, and an angel is like, I'm hearing like coming forth. And so whatever is coming into you through the heart, that turns into knowledge, into your soul, from that something is being birthed. I don't know how to explain this. I'm seeing Wheel of Fortune here. I'm seeing, what do you want me to say about this, Spirit? Take the insight gained and then take it outside of you. Like let it flow through you. Okay. Yeah, so like in the hermit zone, we take it to a very internal place, and I feel like here Spirit is calling you to let that insight gained also extend outside of yourself. So perhaps sharing it with somebody. And then the overarching message, free message. Yeah, I feel like there's something about communicating here. Like communicating out the insight that is gained. And somehow that's going to feel freeing to you. On this card, we have the Bull. Could be a sign of Taurus. Perhaps you're connecting to a Taurus. Interesting. The challenge, reincarnation and spring. How interesting. Yeah, I feel like that death and rebirth, like the underworld, the storm. Like going through that in order to gain new insight, new truth, and then reincarnation, like whatever that truth is that is gained, it allows like this rebirth process. Very interesting. Yeah, the insight gain that like pierces through into your heart. It needs to be expressed outwardly, perhaps so that that reincarnation can occur. Something about the insight gained. Not sure what your insight is that's gained. But the current challenge is taking that insight and beginning anew. Beginning a new form. Let's see the tarot about this situation. Yeah, laying down the burden, 10 of Wands, and beginning to put your hard work and effort into building anew. Yeah, that's the current challenge. Laying down the burden so that you can begin and work towards the new. rebuilding. So what's the burden that you've been feeling, Capricorn? What's the burden? What's in that storm and that underworld? You will know what it is for you. But Spirit is saying, lay it down. Like, the challenge is being able to lay that down and putting your hard work and effort and energy into the things that you can rebuild or that you can build for yourself. 8 of Pentacles. Supportive energy right now. Enjoyment and compassion. So compassion, as you pray each day for greater compassion, a new self is born, reincarnation, drawing new people and experiences. Help me feel ever deepening self-acceptance. May I see myself as you see me. So having compassion for the self, and then enjoyment. So striving and pushing makes life into endless hard work. 10 of Wands. The more you're inviting love to take over, the more enjoyment comes. Allow me to enjoy this life, dear Lord. So yeah, perhaps you've just been feeling the burden of like constant challenges with the storm and the underworld. And Spirit is saying you can lay down the burdens and be compassionate with yourself in order to do that, and find enjoyment, like seek enjoyment. All work and no play is not a recipe for enjoyment. So I feel like Spirit here is calling you to really offer yourself some compassion and enjoyment. And that is freeing. Yeah, there's something that has been kind of like holding you down, feeling like a burden. Maybe you're feeling overwhelmed, but Spirit is saying, have more enjoyment, allow yourself compassion, lay down the burdens, put your efforts towards what you are building for yourself, and that is very freeing for you. So perhaps you've been taking on some responsibilities that aren't necessarily yours. You will know what that is for you. And then express love. Yeah, love for yourself. Hold loving space for yourself. I cannot learn other people's lessons for them. They must get there themselves at their own time. I can simply hold loving space for them as they go through their journey. So perhaps you're holding responsibility for things that are not yours to hold that responsibility for, and Spirit is calling you to hold space for them, but don't take it upon yourself. And then self-appreciation. So a lot about showing compassion for yourself. I will find a moment throughout the day that I can dedicate to myself. Find a comfortable space and bring a pen and paper. I will write a letter of appreciation to myself where I will pour love into who I am and all that I do. That would be a great practice. If you end up doing that, please put it in the comments about what you gained from that experience. And then projecting, rather than reacting and projecting my emotions onto others. I remember no one is to blame. No one is responsible for the emotions that I feel. When someone says or does something that brings up strong emotions within me, I have the choice in how I respond. Yeah, so express love, hold loving space for others, don't take their burdens upon yourself, show yourself appreciation, and just recognizing your own emotions, and that you choose how to respond in certain situations. You choose how to respond in the storm or in the underworld. You choose how to, like, what insight is gained from those experiences and how you express them forward. And then tarot, about the situation. There's a lot here. Okay, so there's a decision that needs to be made. 8 of Swords. Like feelings of feeling restricted, perhaps blindness, stuck energy. 6 of Pentacles, reciprocity. So feeling stuck in maybe your ideas of what is reciprocal. Let's see here. Page of Pentacles, the Empress, the Lovers in reverse, another decision that needs to be made. There's the Empress energy here. Page of Pentacles, like it's like the smallest of pentacle energy, so like pulling something in. Empress, I know who I am, I know where I exert my energy, I have a decision to make. Regarding unhappiness, Four of Cups, feeling dissatisfied, not feeling like my full heart is able to be expressed in this situation, feeling like things are not reciprocated, feeling like I'm feeling stuck in this situation. There's a decision that needs to be made. You've shown me that decision twice. But I think here Spirit is saying, you're the Empress. You know what to do. You know what to do. You know that you're feeling dissatisfied and unhappy in this situation. You know that perhaps things are not reciprocal. It's not an equal give and take. And you're feeling restricted by that. And there's a decision to make. Interesting. Let's see the potential outcome. Work through your fears. New moon in Scorpio. Work through your fears. So perhaps that stuck energy, fear is prohibiting you in a situation. Fear of maybe not being reciprocal. That you show me twice, a decision needs to be made. Perhaps you're afraid to make the decision. Because the only cards in the upright is like the restriction, the Empress, and your two decision cards. So I feel like you know the decision that needs to be made, but you're afraid to do it. Spirit's saying work through your fears. And then in terms of connection, have faith. The angels are working behind the scene to make this flourish. And then difficulties, jealousies from others may serve as obstacles to the success of connection. And unconditional love, the love between you and another is eternal. Nothing and no one can take it away from you. So I feel like here Spirit is just saying have faith, have unconditional love, and that there are difficulties in this situation and they're serving as obstacles for you. Okay, thank you for that, Spirit. And then the advice we have from Spirit for you, instead of pushing yourself so hard, 10 of Wands, stop, breathe, and reevaluate. You are doing enough, even if it doesn't feel like it. Don't wear yourself out to the point of exhaustion. It is not worth it. Balance your time more wisely. And then whatever you have been putting off, don't procrastinate any longer. Tackle that long overdue project. You will feel better once you begin. Start with one thing at a time. Thoughts and ideas not acted upon are just laying in wait. You can do this. So stop pushing yourself so hard. Take one thing at a time. Balance your time more wisely. That's the message from Spirit. You are doing enough. Interesting. Okay. And then for your charms, we have the letter N. We have the letter I. We have the starfish, so intuition. We have the pink flower, so perhaps like something blooming. Also, we had that spring card, so perhaps spring is going to be important for some of you. We have the cross, which is a commitment. It also could be that cross that you feel like you have to bear, or the weight of that cross that you have to carry. We have the word miracle. We have the tie, like a suit tie. So that masculine energy, like the father. We have the heart. So whatever the situation is, that you're feeling like there's a decision need to be made, it's really affecting your heart. And then we have the tree of life. So the roots that touch many, many things. So perhaps commitment to certain things that have been heavy for you, but Spirit's calling you, use your intuition, use your insight that's gained through that hermit. Perhaps you can have love. I'm hearing you can have love for something and not, what do you want me to say about this? You can have love for something without carrying the cross. Interesting. Perhaps you're carrying the cross that isn't yours to carry. Interesting. If that connects with you in any way, I would love to hear how this reading resonates with you. Leave it in the comments. I hope this helps you, Capricorn. Take care.